Yeah, the Leona is just very good into Nautilus. So the W gives you so much more tanky stats than the Nautilus that basically if Nautilus ever engages, you just turn onto the enemy.
Doing the same and now burning TP for both means he's going to be isolated for a little bit. Skeen's looking to threaten Hype. I mean, this is fantastic for SK, but Wade didn't get the memo. Dredge line down, Deadly Flash helped out, Scatter the Weak, the shield's up, Yoppa tanked it, Ignite away as he flashes, almost dies, and he does live, Dagda. Skeens almost dies, having to flash out as well.
Bottom side and then move over towards the Dragon. SK starting to lean over towards this, but I don't know how much fight they have in them.
Douglas at half HP though, bit of damage down. Deadly Flash starts off the fight, the ball's there. Saren holding onto the shockwave and Mickey flashes. That's the start of the play. Dragon going to reset a little bit though, as Team Heretics have to think egregiously, are we staying? Scatter the Weak going to connect and the engage not there. Yeah, Wade gets Unleashed Power and dead. First blood finally retrieved as Douglas is going to get the Dragon. He cyclones, he flashes, but this is just an ultimatum. He says, I'm going to die. Who can I take? No one the answer. Mickey takes the kill, but for Dragon, 2 in the dirt.
Heretics Heretics basically hoping they could take a fight afterwards with the level 6, but it's not enough. But there's the level 6 for Skeens, and he's on bot lane.
Gatling gun down as well. Wade's in a bit of trouble. Big one hits. That's big damage. Dredge line from Mickey. You know what? They let Wade go 1 time, but 2 more? No. That's too much. I was wondering, are we going to get Cosmic Insight? Are we going to get Proto Belt first? Like, there's a lot of good options here for the volley. Scatter the Weak going to miss, though. Opportunity for Wade. Dredgeline misses as well, but Skeens flashes in. Seren caught out. Soulflare slows down the play. Here they come, all jumping in. It looks like a nice start, but Slowky's now caught out. He flashes out, but it's match. Douglas ready for the bonk. It doesn't even need it. Jumps back in, trying to escape now. Douglas ends up being the trade as Yoppa is going to find his mark. I was preemptive with that, but I knew what was going to happen as Dredgeline going to find through Sky Splitter as well. Wonders roam down is better. Trayson didn't move a budge, and SK used their numbers.
Yeah, SK eventually able to use the party, because if you look topside, Trayson is getting a ton of plates and a wave, so Wonder's going to lose out a substantial amount for this, but the winner is going to be Yoppa. Like, 2 kills off the back of it, the Dragon as well. Like, I'd still say SK come out in the lead, but Trayson very much going to be stronger out the back of this.
Dagda, he's TP'd. Hype might be found early here. 4-shot going to come through. Mickey thinking about the Dredge line. You said Yoppa's quite strong.
But there's no public execution.
There is not. What's the engage? Flash from the Shockwave. Team Herald is up and Team Heretics have pushed off.
It's bad time for Douglas though, because he's actually clearing down towards this bottom side of the map. So you can see he's just going to kind of forego these bottom side camps to try and move into position here, as SK already threatening with the TP for Oriana.
And that TP is going to be late because Dredgeline's already started. Wade's in a bit of trouble. Soulflare going to catch on down though. Skeens caught out. SK's jungler down first, so an opportunity for Heretics to the 4th shot about to come through. Wonder on the side with the Sky Splitter. Dodge by everyone. Herald not going to reset. Instead it goes down and Heretics find their mark. The public execution is great onto Mickey as well. Unleashed Power though, they're in a choke. Dangerous move as Wonder has to use his ulti to get on out. SK found one back, but Heretics hold strong. They hold that choke themselves and take 3 to the death chamber.
SK sent it very quickly in towards that fight, and the rest of them just weren't ready. Heretics collapsing well.
Playing for. And SK have control for now. Dagda. Zenith Blade. Slow Q does get a good Soulflare comes out. 2-man Shockwave as well. SK in a bit of trouble. The health bar blinking. Schemes also flash that TP from behind. And they're in the river in the choke. Wonder's going to come in with his own TP. Since the Sky Splitter down, but all he's doing is zoning as Trayson comes in. He's by himself for the time being, but he's tanky enough where he can absorb the hits. Mickey flashes over. Public execution going to follow. Scatter the Weak there as well with the Thundering Smash. Frenzied Maul. Not going to do too much. Sky Splitter down, but in front of a Cyclone, it becomes hard. Wonder has to stand his ground until he gets his ult, but he will not be alive for when that happens. And Team Heretics, they're doing a good job of punishing the SK plays.
Heretics keep catching SK out of position. SK were just not ready for that Dragon. Yoppa was still pushing mid, and Heretics, they were his counterpart to Skeens. Skeens forced to jump out immediately, and you can see how awkward this now is for SK. Wonder's gone too deep, and now Slow Q way overextended on the top side, but Heretics...
Like it was before. I mean, he's covered this time by Skeens at the very least. This will be a stun death charge as well. They just want to kill Wei. He survived so many times, but not this time. Yes, he may be 0-4, but this time he doesn't have the backup of his team. There's a teleport play happening top. That is a Syndra looking for the TP. Wonder's not going to follow this one. As he flies on up, Seren was going to base. He's got no mana. Scatter the Weak is all that's going to be needed. Slowq sending all the orbs down. Way's coming in. There's a Pantheon ult as well from Skeens. Gets the stun down, and Seren is about to die slowly. Surely the shields were a lot, though, as Slowq has to flash away. He was in melee form as Team Heretics just collapsed. Maybe a little bit too ambitious. Seren ran to his team, and his team were there to defend.
It was way too ambitious. Remember that dive on bot lane where they used the advantage the Slowq built up and didn't really get it. So it's kind of been these small mistakes from SK they keep coming back.
Dive coming in. Dagda's thinking about it. Now spotted out. Here comes the ulti as well. Dagda's going to ulti from the left-hand side. He gets found out with a depth charge. All in onto Dagda while the mid lane defense is going to lose Skeens. Both junglers left in the middle of the enemy team, and both will drop. Now, a 4 versus 4.
There is a way for SK to try and play around how Heretics have set this up, because Heretics' team fight is significantly stronger right now.
What if they full send Dagda? Wei is going to be engaged on first. Good scout of the week on a 2-man though, but Mickey's dead. You know what? That's what they did, Dagda. They full sent it, and look at what happened.
Yeah, and this is what I was going to say. Like, I think the all-in from Heretics is significantly stronger. And again, SK kind of not counting people on the map, where the Heretics are kind of keeping them at bay. So SK, there you go, the TP to come in. Not the quickest Baron though. See, it's only at half HP.
They don't have long-range vision. 8K, as you said. Wonder's just running in. Sky Splitter to give a bit more vision, but Baron's still going down. They need to get in now. Skeen's nowhere nearby. Trying to get through, but Wei gets on his head instead. And now another 5v5. SK didn't want to be here, and Team Heretics knew it. Good scout of the week, but here comes a curtain call to line down 3, with Mickey getting stunned up first. The 4th bullet missing as Trayson ran in. On top of Skeen's head, he now sits, as Heretics will finish off the rest. Wonder can't do a damn thing, as SK have been outclassed, outpaced, and it feels like Heretics just got a freebie in game 1. Yoppa gets to sing his heart out, but unfortunately, the decibels ain't loud enough as the ace seals game.
Trayson already on that
Holy Bear, whether it is Sion. We don't muck around there. Wonder, obviously, for the sake of this game, wanted to be a front line, but the problem is, SK can't get in range to do any damage at this point, as the zone control shown here with the Baron Dredgeline going to hit a minion instead. Mickey might be dead. He's going to depth charge. Skeens gets a stun. Good scout of the week. They're finally there, but on top of Hype, he flashes away. And the reciprocation from Team Heretics Wukong is just going to spin SK into the damn air. 4th shot. Simple from Hype. Committed as they may. They put their foot in the sand, and they're like, this is where we're going to play it. And Team Heretics, they're not even at the beach, man. They went home.
Nah, they knew. Late game, they had us. They play us. They lay it out perfectly, and Yoppa will fall. Heretics will leave no man standing on SK, as they will close out game number 1.
Game 1 done and dusted. Heretics keep themselves alive. And a must-win in SK versus Heretics goes Heretics for game 1.
And it started out with SK at least having some good control in the early stages, but it just wasn't meant to be. Some clear mistakes in the mid-game, and Heretics punishing well set themselves over the edge.
AD, I want more on this volley bear. As my favorite champion, I think the build's cooked. But that's just me. I'm Hysterics. I'm a joke. Hello, guys. What do you think?
We don't want to talk about
Difficult laning phase, and we're both bot pushed in and mid getting pushed in. Potentially top, depending on what way that goes as well. I think now Heretics have a lot of ways to try and play around the early stages.
Start for SK is pretty strong with Zaya Rakan. They're going to face check. Here comes the knock-up waiting. Goes on, and this is the power. Here we go. Hype in a bit of trouble. Getting that lethal tempo down is Yoppa. 2v2 continues off with Hype getting heavy. Traded first. He runs back in. He's no way out, but the volley won't be enough. It's first blood over to Yoppa. Zaya Rakan level 1. It's textbook, and Heretics walked right into it.
Yeah, the fact that Heretics face checked that was kind of insane. As you called it, the W from Zaya gives both a boost of attack speed to Rakan and to to try and shift up there. So Dragon is going to be started by SK.
Let's go. Hype half the way to level 6. He just wants to use lethal tempo onto Mickey. Damage is good so far. Battle Dance wins are going to be up and available. Goes into that volley and sets on up with the Q. Skeens the start of Dragon, and he's wanting to get caught out. Flash for the Q. What? Cataclysm what? Vault Breaker in. Now for the smite contest. Douglas gets it. Messi from Skeens, who now finally Cataclysm. Douglas flashes out. He doesn't have 6 yet. What the hell is going on? The passive from Douglas probably helps him survive. Skeens, that was disgusting. What the hell was that? He would have been out of the fight, maybe dead, as you said, or maybe down a flash. Seren holds onto his flash. That's the most disgusting thing, is Realm Warp now going to come up top, and Heretics, insult to injury, to an absolute hospital bed. Now created the flash match. A good Vault Breaker from Douglas. Trayson picks up the kill, and it is melting in game 2.
Especially if he shows on bot wave.
Hawk shot. Has he got a hawk shot yet? Hype. He might have to flash his way. Flag and drag. Arrow gets in midway. Cataclysm goes on the support. Wei's only level 5. He can't encore this. Steps back from Mickey. That's Hype dodging away from the knockup. But in the end, Wei does go down. It's something for SK thanks to Skeens.
At least
on the move from the top side of that set river.
Racing on the move as well. Heretics really want to try and contest this. They spread out, so Mickey can't get value.
Arrow onto the support. Encore is a two-man as well for the steal. Dagda flies through. Voltbreaker to come in. He gets a smite on the way as well. Cataclysm comes out late. Skeens flashes the two-man ulti from SlowQ. It looks okay, but Heretics now have to find their way back into the fight. I think they've done it thanks to Trayson slapping down for 2 kills. Wade, the only victim for SK. As doing anything now. He doesn't have flash, but he does have ulti in the reserve. And Dagda already mentioned to you, 30 seconds until this Herald comes into play. Yoppa on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift. It's going to be Volt break it in. Yoppa has his ulti. He's been waiting. He won't even burn it. Doesn't burn the flash or the cleanse. He's just caught napping. And
Dagda, if you do either way for SK.
Probably Seren as well, is he'll clear the wave here. Skeens needs to be quick. He's seen on a ward. There goes the last minion. SlowQ looking to hard push this, get the next one in. Skeens flag and drag, where's it come from? Seren tried to sidestep, but he doesn't get it down. Flag going to be TP'd on, there's a Realm Warp out. Seren is out. Wei came up, he showed his face as well. And you know what? Showing jungler top, the only problem with that is there's a dragon up. And that one goes down for free. Told me last week was that, you know, you want to look for, before the dragon spawns, what can we pull out before that said fight occurs? 15 seconds, Volt Breaker in, Dagda's quickness going to charm him up and find a bit of a punish, flashes away from the Feathers to Fly. TP coming in immediately. Seren finds a face-checking Wonder at half HP already. The 1v1 begins. The arrow almost catches him out, but he won't need it. Seren close to the solo kill and takes him down. Rise damage OP, leaving a 4v5, leaving Mickey cease and desist with a Volt Breaker charging him up. A Battle Dance escape impossible as Dragon Soul again completed by Team Heretics.
SK through the Hail Mary, hoping they can engage on Douglas, but that is not the one you want.
Maybe to give him a bit more opportunity to stagnate out the play, but SK, Soul, Chemtech Soul, and on Aatrox, you know what? Not a bad Soul. Dagda's hype is stepping up, gets a cleanse out, the bell out of Mickey, the follow-up huge. Trayson finds over the wall and stops the flag from becoming a drag. Mickey now caught out as well. Izzy, Battle Dance, going to be used to get out. TP burned by Wonder, but Skeens is dead. Baron is up, and this comp does it fast.
Okay, Hype, I'm loving the confidence there. SK stepped to him, and he says, what of him? Immediately turns it around and turning it again onto Mickey.
And Mickey's going to go in, gets a quickness. There's a Fate Seal. Maybe Hype this time shouldn't have stepped up. There's a pick here for SK. Yoppa running over the burning floor. But luckily, he's got some steadfast shoes of his own. Mickey, a little bit low, trying to play with Trayson here. He doesn't have the ulti. Baron still going down, still dead. Looking for the turn, the Volt Breaker over the wall. SK running for their lives. Trayson looking for the flash Q. You can see it in his eyes. A Realm Warp on top of SlowQ. He's got Q3, jumps it back in. Seren in a bit of trouble. The shield heals him up, but not for long. SK a bit of a turnaround. A double shutdown off the back of Baron. Finally, some of their tools layer well.
Yoppa not quite able to connect with the triple feathers there as well. Means that Dagda's just able to step away. But as you said, both carries on Heretics misstepping and giving a moment here for SK to get some goal back.
Wonder stepping in. This is dangerous. Douglas is still here.
Oh.
Double knockup. Mickey jumping in. And then getting flashed on as well. Trayson, he's back to Demonic Ascension. Just when SK think they have breathing room, it's taken away. Arrow dodged by Wonder as he steps to the right. He might be out, but Mickey, he has the grand entrance over the wall. The flying demon from the top lane will stop his ground right there. Takes Skeens' camp away in front of him.
That, looking to see if they can set up a vision trap.
Yoppa has his ulti, and cease and desist cannot be used on the Xayah unless you want to trade. Trayson found out the level 18 Aatrox from an angle. Douglas back in with GA. Target onto who? SlowQ on a ward for now. Mickey goes in for the engage. There's a Cataclysm and 3-man. The hotpot combo's there on top of Hype with no flash, but he ain't dying. Taking way too long. Wonder will burn him to a crisp, but look at what it took. Seren now for the chase down as SK getting ripped to shreds. They thought that Ashe has no flash, no problem, but hot damn, they couldn't layer any of the damage down, so the game is just done and into the ground. The feathers fly, but Seren for the chase with Trayson in his mind's eye. SK's 80 carry, the only one alive, but for how much longer as Elder's going to drop down and SK are about to find themselves 0-2 in the hole.
Yoppa will fall, the Elder Dragon will go across, and it was another quick send from SK. That was not a quick end that they needed.
Elder goes down, Baron down, and if there was any speculation about a comeback, it is slowly walking away. Baron is going to be taken here. Gold is going to move up to 7.5, and it is about the damage negation as Arrow connects. Mickey in trouble. He's going to battle dance away. But with this Baron, how much damage can Heretics do to try and make this game even more of a done deal?
I mean, Heretics playing incredibly well in this game. Their map movement has been mithy, that you can start to see these like plays and the way they're moving around the map come together.
Yeah, I think that wealth of experience, plus the fact that, you know, we've now got Hype and Wayne for the duration of a split, like a new duo in the bottom lane, right? We've had this Korean bottom lane come in with pieces that they've wanted to work for a while now. Heretics just seeing the success of that come through. It is only one series, but to be hyped on Heretics, it is a rare feeling, to be completely brutally honest. It's been a rough split so far, but maybe that ends here. Maybe this is the start of a Cinderella run as the arrow's going to fly on and miss, but it adds pressure on. Next turret number 1 going to go down. Tracy steps up to that level 20 on the Aatrox. Flag and Dragon, Cataclysm, but Schemes might send his own death knell. The Elder's still up. They have to set up a slow queue as he jumps on in. Right into Dagda's face. Gets punched to death. SK running with Sarah and matches the flash, and Yoppa left alive yet. Again, the feathers fly, but it's 80 carry, the only one with the lead. No more. And Heretics 2-0 on the bingo card today. I don't think I had that one.
What a performance from Heretics. Consistently punishing SK, finding leads, and beautifully executing the macro when they got those leads.
I'll tell you what, if there ever was a crazy playoffs run, it's going to start now with Heretics. It seems difficult, it seems near impossible, but a 2-0 versus Trayson, Douglas today, back-to-back barn burner games.
Yeah, and I think I think it's a team effort though as Heretics, which is the impressive part and what I love to see, right? So I kind of like what NaVi have drafted here, right? You've got opportunity to try and play through strong bot lane, try and set up for some early skirmishes around Dragon and play for those Dragon stacking, which NaVi, this is what we're talking about. Lince is so creative when it comes towards his jungle path theme. So it's sending Relech back up towards his top side, and now this bottom lane has to be careful.
Overheating, good damage here from main to solo kill coming up, flash for flash, the auto almost enough.
The bone plating! The bone plating came in right as that flash from Mainter came through. That is heartbreaking for the Mbessa.
And now he can't miss the wave. Nucko hits 3 though, gets a bit of health back. Electro Harpoon number 1 looking for number 2. Onto the cannon, under turret, the dive from Mainter. He gets first blood, but he dies in the process. But look at the wave denied with cannon in tow. Mainter's going to call it worth as Fiesta has nowhere to go. Flashed on with the Vault Breaker. NaVi's early game so far, explosive as all hell. Fiesta lucky to be alive. The Crystallizer keeps Poby from getting near.
That wall was perfect from to burn onto bot lane. They will get double sums, so at least that should give them the Dragon, but Poby wants to try and make a play towards topside.
Run up onto Nucko, his flash almost up and available. Look at that timer. Poby's right here in the nick of time. Perfect public execution after the Rune Prison, and Nucko's going to overheat, trying to get damage down. It won't be enough, he flashes away, but Mainter matches him again. NaVi solo lanes tearing up as Relech getting torn up by Vitality's 3-man core on the bottom side. Lensis uses his lead well too, and in front of Drake, no steal, a dead Vi.
That fell.
He's coming back again. Public execution was dodged. Meanwhile, though, in the picture-in-picture, or at least off cam, Nucko with no flash, so he goes in instead. Mainter has himself a more, and that's healing him up, or rather dodging the damage. Nucko getting hit away by the machine gun Popestar. Now overheating, the auto's needed, but Poby silences Nucko again. Dive top over and over and make sure Nucko never gets off the ground as curtain call into Cataclysm. The dome is set and Sam D is going to be autoed to death. Lince's active bot and Poby's active top.
Yeah, Lince sticking around to punish Sam D as he comes back into lane.
Now, at the very least, Catalyst has been picked up, but Rod of Ages for Fiesta is going to prove the point that Fiesta is still hardly in this game. Still there, I believe. It's got the big one. Vault Breaker in a bit of trouble. Ace in the hole, flag and drag, cease and desist going to be taken. Fleshy trying to get a Cosmic Binding up against the wall. Vault Breaker back onto Lince's no and escape. Flash from Fiesta, gets out of the way. Tempered Fate, Relech with the Crystallize in the way, can't get out. The timing of the Flash Frost not there, but the Cosmic Binding, the flag and drag, all CC layered onto this fight. Relech struggling to escape, and Vitality just keeps sending layer after layer of spell.
Relech sent it too deep. As the flag and drag went through, he was sent so far into backline. And especially with that crystalline wall and the Bard combo, Vitality make it work.
Top lane again, overheating, auto attacks, public execution flushed away from. Nucko gets out, this time has to burn a summoner to do so. It is fun up top, I gotta say. Solo laners today of NaVi are putting on cinema.
Everyone is.
Mainter jumps in instead, Relech over the wall. Ready to engage, but he's not going to take the mark just yet. Vault Breaker in, maybe to Fleshy onto Fiesta. No, he's got an egg. He's going to be tackled anyway. In trouble, public execution, Tempered Fate stops the play. This will be a Cosmic Binding after they get the double stun, but away they go separated. The stun up comes in, but it's way too late, and dead is Fiesta. NaVi's combination is beautiful. Making magic happen thanks to Mainter.
Rift Herald as well. It's a complete disaster for Vitality. They tried and we failed miserably to make plays happen there.
Hang on, wait. Hubris stack. Flash away, Sam D gets out. Full shot would have been a disaster. As the Heckfire Optics, 80 carry going to pick up some lettuce in River. Linsa starts the grubs again, or rather the Herald Poby. Magical Journey on top of Kazi's face. He flashes away with the full shot, gets rooted up. Deadly Flourish to get away. Poby kites away nicely. Esther goes to do so. Both summoners now down as well. We're throwing haymakers after haymakers. Nucko also TP's in. He's got no ulti, but hang on onto the Herald, steal it away. TP in. NaVi, let's fight again. Cataclysm down. Linsa gets it back. Curtain Call opens up after the dome. Now in trouble is Paris. He flashes away the Crystallize, almost finding the mark as a full shot as well. I picked up Vitality. This is great. I love this. This is so entertaining.
This is bedlam. You've got 2 items now for Linsis as well, because he went for that early belt as well.
Oh, he did prototype some harness.
So,
there.
I mean, he knows that if he can just set up the engage, and there he goes.
He just went over with Cataclysm, Flash and Dragon. There you go, Kazi's damage. Hubris online, 18 stacks. Curtain Call opens up. Sandy in the line of fire. Number 3 goes through. Kazi with the double, now opening up, watch it again. There's 3, 24 stacks on the Hubris. That's why this build is goated. As Vitality look to open up mid, get third Dragon as well, and blow apart this game again.
Vitality immediately collapse on mid, and it's Navi's bodies that are hitting the ground.
Relech, don't do it. Deadly Flourish, 4th shot, damage unreal, giving him more stacks. Kazi is going to one-shot the community of NaVi here in this game 1.
4-0 and 3 on the Jhin. NaVi continue to full send this, and Vitality happy to take it. Mid-terror.
About Fiesta will push this wave, but all outers bar the top are now open. Paris going to face check. Cosmic Fighting gets the stun, but Fleshy has no support here for now, but he's taken it on his own. He's got the stun out. Linsis over the wall. A flag and drag renewed, and Paris, his flash still not up and available. It's Electro Harpoon tried for the kill, but Linsis got it in the end anyway. And Vitality just keeps that. You gotta love it.
But that's
Rumble with the Jarvan nearby as Mainta counterplay. He's going to be called out. Here comes Fiesta. Flash Frost down as well. A bit of Frostbite too. Cosmic Fighting dodged away from, still slowed down. And at least Mainta gets out with some fancy footwork.
I was a little nervous because I saw the Relech was already in that bottom side. Sam D was in position too, but Poby.
It down. He's going to get out
dead.
maybe. Realm Warp. He's ticking down. He's almost dead. He'll walk it out only just.
But here comes the play that was talking about Relech.
Magical Journey.
Towards Fiesta in this bottom side. Poby moving down, but the ward is there. Fiesta has the backup at Linsis here.
He'll be stunned up on that ward. You said it. Flag and drag up. The turret will go down, but what is going to be the cost? Poby flashes away. He gets tagged out. Public Execution flashed over by Linsis. Now the play continues. TP going to be burned out. Vault Breaker going to get an interruption as Linsis gets a half HP. He gets another flag and drag. Poby trying to get DPS down, and he will do so. Not too bad here from the solo lane as the NaVi getting the shutdown, but Mainta going to be the trade. Shutdown gold is good, but Hubris stacks up better. Taken Nucko to get another kill, but 33 is the count for Kazi, who got assists on both. NaVi trying to turn this into a mid play, but Fiesta holds the TP.
The teleport immediately asunder everywhere you step, and I think we're starting to see the difference between where NaVi are positioned in the league and where Vitality in transition.
Yeah. He does so. They do see him though, for what it's worth. NaVi will take the safe route to defend that inner turret, but there's only a matter of time as Poby's working on top, but inner turret and mid lane as well. Tempered Fate only gets the Caitlyn. Here they come. Deadly Flourish down, flushed away by Sam D. It's good defense. He gets out. It's better than he can say for a lot. Feeling Vitality today. Feels very...
Oh, hang on. Fiesta might be caught out.
Yeah, he might indeed. Crystallized down. How much time can he buy? He's got the egg. Realm Warp in as well. Everyone from NaVi's here. All 5 members. Vitality looking for an angle, but Fiesta's dead first. Now, there's no Elder. It's only Baron. They're on the other side of the map right now, but NaVi still finds something. Vitality feel that.
It's a nice pick by NaVi.
It is.
Like, Vitality don't really have anything that they can try to trade with here, so I don't, like, it's not going to net too much. Just, oh, no.
Poby's caught out. Flag and drag. There's a lot of damage from Linsis. Poby doesn't have flash available. He's going to stand his ground, and so he should. Fleshy baits him in and survives. That's a 1-for-1 long term, but guess who has a TP and Baron to be started?
Yeah, you're going to see Fiesta move towards mid to actually cover the push in, though, and then be able to move across. So now they get nothing. Sam D.
He has no flash. He burned it before. Tempered Fate and a wall present. Here comes Fiesta's damage to follow through. Frostbite in the middle of the storm as well. Sam D being shielded up. It's slowed down yet again. The burn enough. The flash fade away from Fleshy. And Sam D gets schooled. Baron gets soloed out, at least the last portion by Linsis. And just when Vitality look like they're getting a little bit of weak around the sides, they come back with that.
Mentor just trying to send something for NaVi to get that tower in the bottom side, but Vitality say, that looks like fun. How about we take mid and top? And maybe an inhibitor turret as well here.
And now Paris, he just has to come back in and watch this go down. Maybe get some range poke. What can he do? Linces takes nothing. And Baron up minions getting to the last plating here as Poby. He's going to be deadly flash, moves into range. Good damage from Kazi. Relech found out with his flank as well. That's going to be a TP, but will there be a jungler in time? Vault Breaker back on in. Linces has GA to bait them in. Cease and desist finally there. Kazi ran into melee, but he's got a magical journey. He flashes away, and now he's got range. Curtain call after his grave mistake. A recovery indeed. The fourth shot navigated away from. Linces is going to see the chase there, though. A flag and drag, deadly flourish, and Hubris now activated. Poby sends it in with the Realm Mob on top of Fiesta, who doesn't have the egg. And yes, I think he'll die eventually, right? But the whole of Vitality on the way. Poby running away from them. Equalizer down, slowing down Poby. Runs for his life. He's been burned down to a trickle with no HP left remaining. Tempered Fate catches him again. Fletchy on the Bard. Looking brilliant while Poby slowly burns down to a crisp. This game, as entertaining as it is, I dare you.
One cannon gone. Now a second one has just spawned.
No, another wave, a magical journey as well. Here's NaVi's defense. Look, long road for Relech, spotted by 1, 2, 3 wards.
I don't know about this.
There's a lot of traps there. Linces trying to get on out. Mainta looking for an angle. Over a trap is Linces. And a Vault Breaker through. Relech was trying to set it up, but it can't be found. Curtain call now going to be open instead onto Mainta. He's able to absorb the Jhin damage. It's not too bad. Kazi down an ulti, but as you said, Elder's now up.
Vitality though couldn't. Oh, actually, they will get that inhibitor just off this push. But there we go.
Cataclysm, flag and drag gets Poby as well for NaVi. They've been cornered by Lenses, who's just running amok. Redemption down to heal on up. A flag interrupts a Vault Breaker, so Kazi's okay. Cease and desist, but that's another kill going down. Kazi will pick that up and watch the damage come through. A double over to Kazi's Jhin with the goated build and a goated game. LEC delivers for game 1 of NaVi versus Vitality. An absolute storm, barn burner brawl that Vitality live and breathe on the daily.
A 6.7k gold lead for Kazi. Vitality stomp NaVi in game number 1.
Give us more of that. That was entertaining League of Legends.
Beautiful stuff from Vitality. There was no hope for NaVi in that game. Even with the pressure that NaVi put on towards Fiesta in the early stages, it didn't matter.
Odo, be smart for us because that was very fun. You have an Olaf who can just blitz through the comp. He doesn't have to worry about a tank this game.
Yeah, and he's got, you know, a nice little Seraphine ult over the top of him, and Ashar over the top of it. And, Nako actually getting a nice wave pull there on the top side to set up a little bit of a freeze for himself. So maybe turn up the heat, because right now, sure, he's like full clearing and has a little bit of an advantage, but I want to see him turn that into
Poby, hounds pursuit, all in. Poby without a turret, waiting for the W flash out instead from Linces. Relech comes in, and Fiesta's a dead man walking. Wind becomes lightning. No way to stop Relech. Audacious charge held, 3 Talon strike, goes in, gets the flash anyway. Levitate his way out over the back of the wall, excuse me, and grubs are going to be taken by 2. Here is Demonic Ascension top. Mainta still has ulti, he's just walking out. Arrow comes through, Fiesta's caught out, he has no flash, he's just going to die. Gravity Field going to get the stun, Chaos Storm as well. Stepping up. Bit of a mistake here from Fiesta as Poby gets the play.
One of those undertoes lands. Linces though still full clearing.
Lech is coming up, he's on a ward. Kazi Fleshy giving a bit of respect. Breath of Light is available for a stun. Nothing there as Nako looking for the all-in. SamD steps up, he has flash available. When is he going to burn? And he gets autoed down, holds his ground for now. Nako is out of steam. SamD steps on up, Nako there and walking back in. You have flash.
I think Linces just needs to back away. Vitality just farm it up and see if maybe you can try and turn some play on the top side. Linces steal will be so difficult here.
He's going to try? No, he's not. Surely not. He gets poked out, he eviscerates out. Fleshy's a bit deep in this. He's trying to wait for them to walk
might have just saved SamD though, because the culling would have been able to come in afterwards, and I think that would have been SamD's health bar. There it is though.
It's going to be Paris's instead. Half HP. He's going to heal up a little bit. Here comes the dive. Linces now showing his head. Dark and Dagger's down. Ulti as well. It's a call of the pack. Now for a reset to press W. Is it going to come through? Yes, Linces in the nick of time. It's Kazi survived by a fire. Vitality get 2, no one dies. Nice dive.
It's a race to escape though. Zinzao, Victor on the way. Vitality need to get out, but Kazi, he never got the memo. He's sticking around for the plate, and Relech sees it.
He did flash for that. Kazi knew he was dead. He's going to buy some time. And Fleshy gets out with his flash as well. So it is 1 for 2 in the end. But the dive puts a bit of Herald as it begins. Linz is walking in for a bit of information. The poke not landing from NaVi. Shielding from Fleshy. Relech gets tagged out, but it won't matter too much. Dark and Dagda is not doing a work of damage. A lick, rather. Wait for the time being. As Relech going to drop the Herald. Put a bit of pace on this next Dragon. Third Dragon, an Infernal Soul. NaVi might have this one in the bag, and even mid-turret to go with it as well. All the pressure on Vitality to stop it.
Nako's chased Team Mainter through his own jungle, foregoing the entire wave that just died to the tower. Trying to match Mainter, it feels like, for a potential play in the tier 2. But I think NaVi just happy now to back away. Can't even enter river.
Viscerate to get to the left-hand side. Kazi and Fleshy come from the top of the river. 4K already for Dragon. Relech is strong. Wind becomes lightning, doesn't connect. Cozy can't fight, giving sustain, but Vitality need a way to walk in. Again, the problem with no tank is how do they do it? The kick is out and the steal is there. Linz has held the game down somehow. The Arcane Storm on his head, trying to get a kill, but he flashes over the wall with Fleshy, sacrifices his life, and Olaf in the backline is going berserk, and Fiesta is the cause of with the flash away. Kazi gets out as well. NaVi's top laner almost being able to find another, but it is Fleshy for Dragon. It is Nako for top turret. Not a bad trade for would convey. However, Relech hasn't taken his foot off the pedal, so props to Relech.
Fiesta needs to run.
How does he get out of here, Dagda? You tell me. Audacious charge in.
By going back to base dead?
He's dead. Yes, he is. Yeah. That is a good way. Best former CC is death. Best former anti-CC is death as well.
So can't really turn onto the 3v4.
Boy. So Culling is now down, so is Arrow. Here comes Mainter's turn, 1v2, that's what he's got to do. Popey's on the way, Shockwave comes in before Mainter presses that ulti. He's going to go Ragnarok now, but the call of the pack flies its mark. Mainter close to burning down. The dogs, though, have lost interest. The double Dark and Dagger hit.
They really want to try and play these fights is, again, look for, like, choke points, but Relech is just full sending before Vitality kind of in position.
This is the target. Engage there, knock up. Linces can't move over the wall. Relech gets Infernal Chains back, but the arrow misses. Nako not going to walk into that arcane gravity field. NaVi start up the Dragon regardless. Relech is going to take the lettuce from River and heal back up.
Vitality gave so much space as they tried to get mid-wave though, and now they can't really retake. Nako's in, but this is so risky.
Fiesta, ball control. Relech gets the engage. Fiesta dodges away from the encore. Everything used. NaVi send it all in. Fleshy flashes over the wall. Well, Ragnarok now down. Nako looks for an angle himself. Demonic Ascension, but he's right where he wants to be. The knock up the Shockwave. A two-man. Dragon holds it for now. Popey has no mana to continue on the play. Nako at half HP, going to run out of the ulti, and everyone's burning. A new target, a flash for flash. Popey's out of there. Vitality now on the Drake, but look at those health bars. NaVi have an enchanter. Fleshy needs to put the damn campfire down now. Double root down. NaVi contesting. Kazi in. Fleshy low. Linz is dead. The flash forward. Sandy right in the waiting arms of an Aatrox though. But it's okay. He has no ulti. NaVi win the fight. On the edge they play, and on third Dragon they will claim.
In the war of attrition, it's NaVi who comes out on top. Vitality where they stand.
Well played, NaVi. They had the early game building blocks, and it's good to see that they've built a beautiful, complex structure. NaVi looking to take this into a game number 3, and in such an important series. Vitality have been caught out and slowed down. Relech now finding his ulti. Linz is going to press his W, but how far can he survive? Walks back as the siege continues with Baron buff at the hand of NaVi.
Sieging is kind of nice for NaVi here. Commands a poke for the...
Poke after poke, hitting Nako as well. Cozy Campfire will help, but he dodges away from it. Doesn't want any healing now. There's the Arcane Storm, culling as well. Paris almost died. In the interim between that play, Popey steps up and his AoE is monstrous. And even though Vitality got close to taking down Paris, it won't matter. Turret goes down regardless, inner down. 7.5k, Linz is looking for the kill. After the fact, he's got ball on top of his head, onto Popey. Here it comes. The Shockwave waiting for it. No, the ball was too far away. They can't get it down. An encore flies through. It's just out of range as Paris won't get the job done, but maybe Relech will. His angle going to catapult him for the rest of the play. Wind becomes lightning, setting up. Nice kick there from Fleshy. But NaVi have already done the dirty work. Again, Lince's Nako dead for 30 seconds. This base is going to die.
The base is going to be ripped to shreds here. And I think that missed combo from Vitality kind of summing up this game as Kazi falls. And they may just look for the Nexus turrets out for that.
Well, the thing you can say about both junglers is with a lead, they definitely won't drop it. Linces and Relech, bloodthirsty as it gets here in the LEC. And Relech will take that double steal early game to net a game number 3. NaVi bringing class. into the series versus Vitality. And Relech will smack Lintus into the ground and show us who the boss is in this second one.
Both teams now with confident game victories, taking an early lead, not letting go of it. And that now brings us to a game.
Play, of course, for NaVi, but very convincing here. I do want to ask you about the early sequence. You end up getting double crab and the blue buff. There was a pause. What happened from your perspective?
Like, I think Linkas knew that he cannot get crab, so he wanted to cheese both crab, but blue was 10 HP, so it's really unlucky for him. With my ward, I saw the blue. Oh, I the blue, but his cam, like his jungle item, didn't finish crab as well, and I get crab as well, and I got top crab as well. I instantly said to my team, guys, I will 1v9 this game. Just don't think, just trust me. This game is already over, and it was, and kind of stomped them. It's pretty good.
It's true, you kind of stomped them. You can join your team because you have another game, of course. Congratulations.
Go.
So it'd be Pantheon Sport.
What's happening?
So hyper-aggressive bottom lane.
Yes.
Like, this is very strong. Yes.
It is. The fact he's within margin. That's what you want to be as a Renekton. Is Relech coming to cover for the Scuttle Spawn. Paris there. Shield Vault interrupted. The flick back doesn't work out as well. Paris is caught out. The all-in, the execution from Fiesta finds it at max range. No! He sent skyward. A 1-for-1 so far as Fleshy went too damn deep. Fiesta might take down Paris, but a double goes over to Relech. The seismic shove is going to flip him back. The Scorpion can't escape now. Relech slowed down and the flash out. Vitality, bit of a disaster here as Relech cleans up.
The Aegis of Salt doing so much work, but flash forward.
Flash, Dominus, Exhaust, maybe pop. Nuck needs help. Chains of Corruption misses. Mainta's on his head. Nuck has missed everything. Don't often say that as the flash pill is beautiful. Mainta gets a kill, and the Varus top is dead.
Fleshy even TPing up to try and save the play, but now Mentor's still opening mid though. So basically saying, hey, look, as long as no one is showing on that bot wave, I don't have to be there either.
Right, all in. Knockup from Fleshy. It's a flash commit as well. Public execution, or rather, a perfect one on top of Relech. Flies through, and Nuck gets the kill. Now one more to die. Lintus will take down Paris. Set up from Fleshy. Beautiful.
Relech just going to clear his Krugs, as that's where his camp is starting to respawn. So should just be Dragon. Vitality fall back and start to clear up towards the top side. It's Moby.
Nuck, weak side of the map, might have to flash again. He stands his ground. Seismic Shove going to miss here, but TP responds to make it 2v2. Chains of Corruption onto Mainta. He's in a lot of trouble. The orders are coming down while Fiesta all in on top of Poby. Doesn't have the unraveled earth while Mainta dies. The execution again. Fiesta finds the other. Vitality solo lane has beat it out as NaVi now trying to make a play in response on the bottom side of the map will be unsuccessful. But Fiesta and Nuck getting gold is good news for Vitality.
Vitality solo laners killing off their counterparts. And NaVi now scrambling on the bottom lane, but here comes Linsis.
He's going to find Ishtal's impact into a wall and impale again. All in on top of Paris. A knock up onto Relech as well. It's a smite fight that wins out for Relech, but can he get out? Exhaust already down.
Fiesta.
Mystic shot there as well, and you said Fiesta's coming down. He didn't have ult as well, as you said. Relech also on the way up. This is going to be a fight, or maybe a setup if engaged. Quickness from Fleshy now. Relech spotted out in a ward. Just a Gleaming Quill, nothing more yet. Relech is going in on top of Linsis. Very aggressive. Fleshy's not pressing W yet until now. There's the flying from Pantheon. Chain of Corruption predicts it. Paris is deep. Quickness on his head. The auto damage enough. Nuck, Hail of Arrows. Going to be aimed at Mainta instead. The Q poke. Sam D half his health. True shot. Barrage as well. Paris can't escape. Knock up on the Nuck. The feathers are going to fly. The Hail of Arrows won't be enough. It's a shutdown. A 1-for-1 for now. The play stops here, question mark, onto Linsis.
Subjugate is back up though, so Relech feels it, gets on towards Fleshy.
Fleshy gets autoed, he takes a blast cone.
The Subjugate.
It's interrupted. Subjugate, as you said, is ticking away. His passive going to come back up. And it was the pillar that almost caught him aware.
Still though.
He said it. The wave is never fun for a Renekton versus Varus.
And you kind of want Varus to be up here, but what do you do? Like, you're not driving that home.
Fiesta. Shuriken flip. The turret almost dead. He gets stunned up. The turret dies in the interim. Fiesta takes Poby down in front of the structure. He says it will not be like the LCK.
It's Poby. Fiesta. Like, I love how much this man has come alive in the last couple of weeks.
He just sends it. He's on the perfect team to do so. War presenting itself. Paris in the middle of the river in no man's land. What's that guy doing there? Quickness going to be used. Fleshy looks for a Relech while Paris is now not going to be able to navigate away from this. Nuck hovers on the side. Flash Chains of Corruption onto Mainta. Now into Dominus. Exhausted. Hail of Arrows. Solo kill. It's Nucko after all.
What do you do in this game as Mainter? Your wave has been frozen away from you for the last 10 minutes. Fleshy's been living top lane to stop you from being able to get anything. And even when NaVi spent 4 people top to try and help fix your wave, still Vitality come out ahead.
Kazi, help your support, help me, he says Fleshy. Weaver's Wall coming in, exhausted now down. Kazi's damage imminent. Look at him, the flying from Paris. Scuba Dark and shift away while Fiesta is just in the middle of it all. It's going to be a 1-for-1. You know, Vitality, they send it, they lose it. It is mid for jungle, but Relech dying in front of Dragon might be okay.
Does mean it'll be a little bit dangerous, but having that W, the smoke screen for underneath the tower is going to make it tough for NaVi to really complete this play.
Cosmic shove. Fiesta just had a sense, but now, hang on, Unraveled Earth is down. Shuriken Flip connects as well. Paris coming up to help out, but into the Shroud. He gets on out with the last bit of the private, or rather public, or rather some other execute. Why did we burn Hail of Arrows? It's on a control ward, so it's full vision. Poby going to use the Weaver's Wall when?
I don't think he wants to use the Weaver's Wall.
He's going to use it regardless. Chains of Corruption gets off it early. Fleshy's there to cover. Cosmic shove won't connect either. Nuck-Nucko, his damage is moved for the time. Kazi's opened up mid. And with a bit of Genomite down as well. Relech, what are you? Okay.
It still gets to charge.
So, yeah, but Relech is deep for this. Pillar's a good position, though. Linza still gets the impale, but it's into a choke. Here's Nuck-Nucko with Chains of Corruption, and Paris buying time, but that time is now all but gone. Interesting play from Relech. He will lose his flash for it and his support. Herald will not get another charge as that died in the interim.
What do you do as NaVi? He's just falling apart.
Hello there. Relech is going to drop a ward. Fleshy is going to get interrupted. No. He was just pill it up. I think Fleshy was waiting for it. Relech still on the chase. He's going deep for this. He's maybe a little bit angry. Killing Spike comes down. Rakan quickness. There's Poby's ult as well to kill Fleshy. Unraveled Earth Isaac shove. Fleshy flashes. He's still alive. Relech chomps him or batters him down. They are deep for this though. Fiesta over the wall. Will NaVi get out without reciprocation? Fiesta ulties into 4 people. Unraveled Earth stuns him down. And it's a double. They went deep for it. And to be
Trolls and Spartans and everything else.
How did Mainter get on this side of Summoner's Rift? Well, yeah, he's dead. To be continued.
I think Mainter was kind of hoping that Vitality would play for third dragon, but Vitality went, hang on, no, we're behind the play.
We're going to go for
We're
Baron.
not going to use that tempo. We're going to take the pick, and now on Baron, yeah.
And this Baron ain't too slow, really. There's a Protobelt Varus coming in, but he'll still be able to do a lot of work with a bit of Blight under his head. So Baron's going to drop down. This is a TP from Fiesta to move. Poby's coming in without ulti, by the way. 6K, 5K, about to be 4K. NaVi need to find a way in to get this game and series back under control. Chains of Corruption, no hit, and the Feathers are going to come on out. Samd can't move for the time being. Baron's down. Fiesta finds his way. Win with the perfect execution. Hot damn! Fiesta with the gunblade shoots Samd in the face. Now NaVi on the grand escape as Paris won't be 5-point strike, but it won't matter. Shuriken Flip for the threat. Paris trying to kite away. He flashes out in the end. And here comes Kazi with range advantage, as well as Nuck-Nucko. They poke, they prod. NaVi lose Baron. It's Vitality to pick up the piece.
Vitality with a Baron buff. The poke from Varus and Ezreal is going to be a nightmare to deal with here.
Here comes Trundle, pillar out, and Poby against the wall. Kazi's caught between. Paris flies in, but Kazi flashes over to the wall foil. Here's Fleshy. For the quickness is Mainter went deep, but it's not too deep enough. Impale there as well. NaVi say screw it. We'll do it live. Vitality match those odds and two-shot barrage. And suddenly, Dagda, this series is done.
This game is completely over. Vitality, just out of nowhere, have ended the game.
Are you not entertained? I mean, props to NaVi. Poby's ult, Paris' ult, Relech puts a pillar up. So much scaffolding to walk through, but it is like watching a kung fu movie where Vitality used it to their advantage and want the crap out of NaVi. They'll move to 5, and forever we will remember this series as a series that NaVi almost caught Vitality.
I mean, they caught them for half a second, but almost immediately Vitality were saying, we're having none of that. 5-2 for Vitality. It feels very hard to not say Vitality are hitting that top 4.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, imagine seeing this team at Worlds. Like, it's a big stretch right now, so we're still at the end of the regular season, but that's what they're fighting for. We've got our top 2 teams. We still question the third. Vitality will sit in that spot for a good duration of this week, if not the start of next, as they take their bow. Another 2-1.